Note: the following is a transcript from the witness interview of Christine Taylor. So when did this all start? A few months ago, I'd come home to this feeling that someone was entering my house while I was away. It was more intuition than anything specific, in that same intangible way that people can feel when they're being watched. Something was wrong every time I came home, even if I couldn't put it into words. I didn't have the money for a security system, so I resorted to documenting the exact locations of items in my home. Before leaving for work every day, I would take pictures of every room from all angles, so that if anything was disturbed, I would be able to tell. It wouldn't convince anyone else, but it would prove that I was right. Do you still have these pictures? Yes. We'll want copies of those. Continue. Okay. So tonight, as I got home, I took out my phone and started going through the photos, comparing everything to the way it all looked this morning. The living room and kitchen were untouched, but as I entered my bathroom, I could see that something had been moved. My perfume was in a slightly different position than I'd left it, at the same angle at which I'd set it down, but half an inch to the right of where it was this morning. That must have been a relief. Absolutely. Until that moment, I had a consistent itching feeling in the back of my head that I might just be paranoid. This was proof. This was evidence. So I kept looking. The bathroom had two more alterations: my shampoo bottle and the small trash can next to the toilet. I didn't consider taking a picture of the trash without the lid on, so I didn't bother opening it. Besides, I didn't want to even consider what this intruder had taken. I checked the bedroom last. The clearest disturbances were there, in my most private space. My bed was entirely disturbed, the pillow pushed down in the middle as though the intruder had laid their head against it. They laid in my bed. I turned to look at my closet and saw that the bifold door was slightly ajar, as though the intruder had been careless in closing it, or as if something had been left inside that was too large for it to close properly. Without a second thought, I stepped quickly out of the room, closing the door behind me, and returned to my vehicle. I called 911 to let them know that someone had broken into my house and that I suspected that they were waiting for me in my bedroom. And now we're here. Well, as you know, we didn't find anyone inside. We found the air tags on your car. That's how he knew when you weren't home. But nothing in the bedroom. Nothing? Well, what did you find, Detective? The closet door was wide open.